Hello guys and welcome here to the Jello Cup Series race number 19 here today from the 8-pole Super Speedway. Starting on the pole will be Joseph Curtis. In second we got Griffin Lynn. In third we got Daniel Voiles. Fourth will be Max Anderson. Fifth will be Tim Randolph. Sixth will be Richard Johnson. Seventh is going to be Tyler Rattray. Eighth, Chase Marks. Ninth, Luis Hernandez. And in 10th is Jackson Lynn. Let's take you to the starting lineup as we are now past the halfway point in the season here in the Jello Cup Series, here from 8-pole. Here we go, pace car is off. Joseph Curtis will lead him to the green. We're underway from 8-pole. Joseph Curtis leads the opening lap, but it looks like Tim Randolph is going to go to the race lead. These guys know it's past the halfway point in the season. We are so close to the chase as well. A lot at stake, and this is a tricky track. One time by you could be on the low line, next time by you could be on the high line. This is the first time we've ever run a track like this, ever, in the Jello Cup Series. So it's going to be tricky. There's no question about it. As we are on lap number 3, here goes Daniel Voiles. He is going to look for the lead, and he is going to get it. The go-homer just narrowly made it in. And now he's leading the race. And I probably said it before about a few other races, but this one is a true wild card event. No track has ever been run like this. As Griffin Lynn goes to the lead, it makes it a true challenge for all these guys. As to the inside goes Tim Randolph. Griffin Lynn will get a lap lead for a bonus point. 3 wide, and Alexander Rowe has the preferred line. As we are pretty much 3 by 3 all across this track. This is qualified as a super speedway, so if needed we will have NASCAR overtime. As the inside goes Richard Johnson, he wants to lead a lap, and he may get a chance. We're going to see a lot of lead changes here. No question about it, we are going to see a lot of lead changes today. But Richard Johnson seems to be holding his ground for now. And to the inside goes Tim Randolph. He wants the lead back. And you could tell how much of a difference the draft can make. And we got a caution. The 20, Angel Navarro. The 47, the 14, the 6. And for Jessica McNeilson, that's not good for any of these teams. James Qualls involved too. He was running to get inside the top 33 today. That is going to set him a little bit back. Let's go see what happened. 5 wide, pretty much, and these guys just get the worst of it. Jessica McNeilson up and over the 20, and that causes the 20 to flip. And these guys just flying through the air. And Angel Navarro basically going to flip wildly through all this. You can't really see there because of the bridge. But, oh, man. You got to hope these guys are okay. That's at over 200 miles an hour. So that is a tough break, and we will take you back to green. But let's see, does he come to a rest? He's done for the day. There's no question to that. And man, tough break. We're going to take you back to the green. Here's the aerial view as we are getting ready to go back green. We tried this at Zen Joltis last season and it worked out very, very well. So we'll see how it works here as we get ready for the restart. It's going to be Tim Randolph leading the field. As you take a look at everyone who kind of just retired from the race. We're going to have some cars with some significant damage too. Tim Randolph, Alexander Rowe, Stephen Thompson, Griffin Lynn, and Gene Sanford, your top 5. Daniel Boyles, Charles Sanford, Joseph Curtis, Richard Johnson, and Hillary Sanchez complete your top 10, excuse me. These guys coming back from a mid-season break as the pace car is going to peel off. And Tim Randolph leads us back. We're back underway. Right there, it's kind of a better view, honestly, minus the whole fact that you're going uphill sort of to get over a bridge, and there we go, already the 2 wide action, and Alexander Rowe is going to go to the lead with help from Stephen Thompson. You can tell how well the draft works here. Tim Randolph's going to take a nice trip to the back of the field. Stephen Thompson thought he had it on the inside, not quite. This is a challenge for veterans and rookies alike. Is coming through the field now is Charles Sanford and Joseph Curtis. So is Griffin Lynn. And right there, Charles Sanford couldn't get to the bottom, but he should be able to next time by if he can just hang on the outside, and that's going to be tough because Stephen Thompson and Gene Sanford just overtook him. And dead ahead there's a lapped car, Thomas E. Lucer, who might have some damage, we believe. And that is going to make everything very tricky and treacherous. No, wait, he's getting up to speed, so these guys are in good shape. Maybe just a pit stop there. But Alexander Rowe is out there by himself. And that is going to make life very, very difficult. And sure enough, he tries to come down and block, but Stephen Thompson has the run. He's going to take the lead. I'll admit it, I like this view a lot. Gene Sanford's got control. Second, it's 4 wide as Thomas E. Lucer's coming up through the field. So is the 3 and the 19. Stephen Thompson's going to lead now. gets a lap led, and you just take a look at that line right there. Man, you can tell they're kind of breaking up here a little bit, and they might just ahead. Is Joshua Sakali laps down with damage, and they're gonna have to split them, and oh so close to touching there. So let's look on back. And Joshua Sakali really making life difficult. But look who's climbing up into the top 10 as we got a wreck and the caution is out. Looks like the 43 might have had a part in this. So might Trent Fusion have had a part in this. And Eric Faden, lucky enough, he is going to avoid going a lap down here. Let's go see what happened. Here we go, Trent Fusion just hooks the 34. And that he just ends up going back up the track into Sam Curtis. And that's where Joseph Curtis and all these guys get involved. A lot of cars taken out in this wreck. So look on back, just nobody able to avoid any of this. I think Kevin McHugh might have avoided it. Or avoided significant damage, we'll see. That's a tough break for a lot of these guys. Zach Buchanan weans his way through in the grass. Tough break for all these guys. Let's take you back to the green. Getting ready for the restart here. Let's take a look at all the guys out of the race. Stephen Thompson will restart and lead us. He'll lead us back to the halfway mark. Charles Sanford in second, Tyler Rattray in third, Daniel Boyles fourth, Gene Sanford fifth, Alexander Rose seventh, sixth, Ethan Lynn in seventh, Eric Monaco eighth, Hillary Sanchez in ninth. Tim Randolph rounded out your top 10. We're back underway. As you just see those guys go high to avoid everything. Back up front, Stephen Thompson in control. And there goes the 24, Charles Sanford. He wants the lead and he's gonna get it. Ethan Lynn up there too. He's competing for possibly a win. That is good news if you're in the 7 camp, but bad news if you're with the 66 team, the 14 team, or even Eli Bright's team for that matter. Because keep in mind, they are battling for a chase position. As Tyler Rattray takes over the race lead, and that'll be short-lived because here comes Alexander Rowe right back in the second corner there. In the second part of the 8 there. Three wide for the lead. And Stephen Thompson might just have it. And Steven Thompson hangs on, but look right behind him, that is the 88, Eric Monaco. This team needs a good run to get back into the top 33, and that is exactly what they are doing right now. They're quite a ways back, but could make up a lot of ground today. There's that 77 Thomas E. Lucere. He is not in the battle right now. He is a lap down, possibly trying to get back on the lead lap. But keep in mind, there is the possibility of NASCAR overtime, so the 77 could get back on the lead lap and be a force to be reckoned with in the latter stages of this event. But for right now, he's going to be competing with these guys to get back on the lead lap. Hopefully before a caution, and hope for a caution, obviously. Because if he has to take the wave around, it is not going to be easy for this team to rebound. As Alexander Rowe to the race lead. Ethan Lynn is going to come low as well. And here comes Luis Hernandez. He could get win number 3 of the season and tie Eric Baden up top of that all-time wins list. As we are coming to 10 to go this time. And I could almost make a cautious bet here. That 77 may have something to say about who wins this race. But right now, with these guys running 3 wide, no one's really able to make up ground on that 22. And up ahead, the number 8, Tyson Aquino, lap traffic. Ooh, the 22 got him. But he gets by. With no drafting help, that is not going to be a good sign for them. And the caution is out. Let's go see what happened. Luis Hernandez might have gotten a little too anxious here. Just tried to get to the outside, and Tyson Aquino wouldn't let him down there. And they just hook each other, and that kind of just ends the day for these guys. Let's take you back to the green. Here we go. Things are about to get very interesting as we take a look at all the guys out of the event. Oh, it looks like 13 of Eli Bright is also out. That is good news if you're the 88. So now the 88 can capitalize on this. And we should iterate now, since there's 6 laps to go, there could be the possibility of NASCAR overtime. Possibly. Alexander Rowe, Daniel Boyles, Ethan Lynn will restart in the top 3. Then we got Tim Randolph and Gene Sanford rounding out your top 5. We're back underway. Gene Sanford's also got that 77 in front of her. Thomas E. Lucere kind of restarting in that top 5, but He is a lap down. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what he is able to do, if anything. And Tyson Aquino is back on track. I don't know if that's even smart for the 8 team to be back on track, as he could really have a negative impact on this finish. Daniel Voiles gets shuffled up high. That is not good for that team. You see Eric Monaco goes low. He wants a chance, and the caution is out. What did I say? Bad idea. And if the 8 had anything to do with this, he ought to be parked. But let's go see what happened. And exactly as I predicted, the 8 is going to have a negative impact. Here he gets into the 21, or Joey Tips nowhere to go. And I don't know if he just got mad at the 21 right there, but he goes right up the track into him and gets Ryan Monaco involved too. If the 8 isn't parked, he should be. There's no question to that. But where does the 66 Brad Fusion get involved in this? And our answer's coming actually, and Joshua Scully involved too. And that's going to end a lot of days here. Well, Tyson Aquino's engine is blown, so his day is done. But he is going to have to go to the NASCAR hauler and sort of explain himself here. So let's take you back to the green. Here we go. We're going to go green with 3 laps of racing to go as the pace car will peel off and we're back underway. Caution comes out now. We will have NASCAR overtime. That'll be the question. There's only one person in this top 5 who has won this season. A lot of them go or go home guys, and guys just struggling this season. And with Brad Fusion out of the race, Ethan Lynn can really extend that deficit now. Here we go. We're going to come to 2 to go. Here comes Gene Sanford up through the bottom lane. Here comes the 48 as well. Brad Stover wants an impact on this finish. Two laps to go. Can they make it back around one more time and avoid the overtime? '88 got shuffled back. Gene Sanford trying everything she can, but she won't be able to this time. Here comes Brad Stover up through the bottom lane. We are going to make it back around. White flag will come out this time. 1 lap to go. We will not have overtime. Alexander Rowe has been pretty decent all year. No, wait, the caution is out, and we will have overtime. The caution came out just before the start finish. We are going to NASCAR overtime. We are going to let the results kind of cycle through before we go see what happened. For the first time this season, we are going to have NASCAR overtime. And I also want a minute to explain the rules. These guys will go around the track. We will have unlimited attempts at green, white, checkers until we can finish this race under green. Once the leader, which is Alexander Rowe at this very moment, once the leader takes the white flag, next flag, no matter what, doesn't matter if second place does not get to the line before the leader does, next flag ends the race. All the guys a lap down. Thomas Elucer will be the only one to get a wave around. Everyone else is out of the race and marked in their position. So let's go take a look at the replay, and then we will get you to NASCAR Overtime. And also, NASCAR Overtime does feature double file restarts. So let's go see what happened. 47 just died on the racetrack. Or he couldn't stand to see Alexander Rowe win. I don't know which one that was, but we will take it to overtime right after this. We have to sort out the field first. We'll be right back. Here we go. We get ready for NASCAR Overtime. Keep in mind, once the leader takes the white flag, the race is over. Thomas E. Lucero was the recipient of the free pass, and we'll have unlimited attempts now at a green-white checkered finish until we finish the race under green, or until the leader crosses the stripe to take the white flag. The pace car will peel off, and for the first time ever, the Jello Cup Series is green in NASCAR Overtime. 2 laps to go. The anticipation's going to build here. And Alexander Rowe once again out to a big lead. He has easily led the most laps in this race. But the big question, can they all make it back to the stripe without wrecking, is going to be the big question. Tim Randolph, he's working that inside lane, as well as the rest of these guys. They are really going to town on it. Keep in mind the intervals will not be up till the next lap. We're going to finish it under green. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Alexander Rowe looking to hang on. Here comes Eric Monaco up the bottom of the racetrack, looking for a decent finish today. Stephen Thompson has a chance. He's looking to the inside. Does he have the momentum? He's got the drafting help behind him, and he's going to go to the lead. Stephen Thompson out of the final corner. The 55 team never did this last season, but they are going to do it this season. Stephen Thompson is going to win it at 8 Bowl. Congratulations to that team, and a good run for Eric Monaco in that number 88. He comes home in 3rd. But a nice run for Stephen Thompson, and how about all these guys? Man. Versus NASCAR Overtime, they did not kill each other. And that is the good thing. As you take a look on down, as we're going to show you the results and standings here from 8 Bowl. We want to thank you for watching, and we will see you at Myrtle Beach. Goodbye, everyone.